Hello and welcome to my garden and the dinosaurs who live there. We're on Sunday the 25th of February and I'm really excited because I was out at a garden centre yesterday and I finally bought something that I've been desperate to buy ever since I moved to this garden. And that is, hopefully you can see them, 2 dwarf apple trees. So what I'm going to do is get them planted. They're in pots. I'm going to get them planted, get them staked, and yeah, my first ever fruit trees. I'm really excited. The first one here is called Egremont russet. Egremont russet. It is a russet apple, so you're probably all familiar with them, with the sort of greeny yellow, sort of roughish skin. And it's on, both of them are on M27 rootstock, which means that it's going to really grow to a maximum height of 6 feet. So it is, the rootstock, as you're probably aware, is what determines a lot of the height in the fruit tree. So you've got the rootstock, which determines the height, and then you've got the bit that's grafted onto it that's determining the variety. So yeah, so M27 rootstock, and we've got Egremont russet. The second one doesn't have a picky on it. Again, it's on M27 rootstock, and it is called Laxton's Superb. And this is again, it's a dessert apple, it's an eating apple, and it's a sort of red/green skin. So I think both of them should do fine in my area in Scotland. Excuse me. So I'm very excited about getting them in the ground. Okay, first things first then, I know the position that I'm going to put the apple in, so I'll just move it out the way and I'll get a hole dug. And the aim is to dig a hole to sort of loosen up the soil within the hole, put some compost in there. I'll also use some mycorrhizal fungi, and I'll put that in to help the roots in the, you know, once we've got the pot in the ground. And yeah, we'll get this in. It's got to be planted just about the same height as it is in the pot, so that we're underneath the graft between the rootstock and the actual variety. So yeah, here goes. Now I did put some cardboard down here. Oh brilliant, there's no card. What is stopping this? I put some cardboard down here, that's it. To sort of try and keep weeds at bay while the bed was just freshly formed. You can see there's some stuff that's tried to grow. Right, the hole is dug. I am just using a fork to loosen off the soil at the bottom of it. I've already put the pot in to make sure the hole is deep enough, and allowed a little bit for some fresh compost that I'm going to put in. finding clumps of my nemesis, which is Crocosmia. And it seems to be, well, it is everywhere in this garden. And when I find it, I pull it up, because it spreads like a ruddy wildfire. Okay, seem to have filled my hole back up again. Just pop that there. Okay, let's get the tree out, which might be the tricky bit. Or not. Right, it has this bamboo cane and I might take that out once it's planted and I get its support in. Right, mycorrhizal. So yeah, mycorrhizal fungi just helps. It says increase root size, higher the nutrient uptake, and minimises transplant transplant stress. So I'll pop some in the hole and then I'll pop some over the roots. Now the idea is put it in the hole and work out where you want, how you want it positioned, and then I'll put the mycorrhizal on. There. Whoops. There. Let's just step back and have a little peek. I think that's the way I want it positioned. Just looking at the direction that the branches are growing in. Right, let's just tip it up and get some. Now I'm looking actually at the roots. They are quite loose. They're not. It's not root bound by any stretch of the imagination, so I don't really need to do anything with regard to trying to loosen them off. Right. Okay. Just gonna give myself a bit more space. There. So that was. Okay, before I do the other one, I'm going to stake this one. So I'm going to stake it and then I'll take out this bamboo cane that's sort of been helping to prop it up. And the idea is, will we do it that way or that way? Maybe do it that way. So yeah, I'll just do it this way. I'm sure it'll be fine. And I'll knock this stake in, and I've got stake ties to tie the tree to the stake. So let's see. Now obviously, well, hopefully it's obvious, you're putting the stake in at an angle so you're not putting it anywhere near the tree roots, and you don't want to do that and hit your hand. Right, I think that'll do. It's pretty firm. Okay. Now, I have two of these ties, different lengths. I think probably the shorter one. Will do the trick. So the objective is to do a sort of figure of 8 round the tree, round the pole, or round the pole, round the tree, and it acts to support the tree using the pole, the stake, but there's also a little bit of rubber in between the two so that the tree doesn't rub on the stake. So let's do this. So we get to that on the stake, right there, and then we get the other bit around. Actually, let me just zoom you in. So I'll just take this off and show you again. So here is the rubber tree stake, don't know what you call it, band? Or tree tie maybe. So you just put this round the pole and shove that in. Got the ribs towards the pole. I don't know why, but probably for grip, actually thinking about it. And then we put it round the tree. I'm just going to miss out the bamboo cane because I'm going to take that out, and then you put that through there. Let me just get this out of the way so you can see. So we've sort of got a figure of 8 there. Is that big? Too big. Let's do more. There. That's better. So we've got a figure of 8, and it means then if the tree sort of rocks, it is not going to hit against the stake. Now I think, is that okay? We can get it a bit tighter with those ribs as well. I might actually put a little screw or something in here to stop this sliding down. I've got quite a big end. This is the smaller of the two ties that I got, and it is quite small. It is quite long even for this. Don't know where to put the end. I'll think about that. But anyway, that's the idea. Yeah, I'll put a little screw there to stop this sliding down the pole, and that should be fine. Which then means that the tree is secure and it isn't going to flop all over the place. Well, that's the two trees in and staked. Laxton Superb on the left there, and Egremont Russet on the right. Very pleased with them. Hopefully they'll do well, and hopefully they're fairly straight. Behind you'll see there's some sort of black plastic down, and I've got some pots sitting there. I'm actually planning on having lots of flowers planted behind. Actually, those 3 little pots I'm going to replace with another 3 pots like the 2 at the ends there, sort of square pots. So I'm going to have 5 lovely large pots, and I can have some flowers in. It's easy to access, and It'd be nice to have some colour up here rather than just the boring old green of the ivy in the backdrop there. So yeah, that's me. Planted my first 2 trees. If I've done anything monumentally wrong, please let me know. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Bye bye for now. Bye.